Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to understand about the Terraform state command. So in that, the first thing here is Terraform state list and then show commands we are going to explore. So Terraform state list, this command is used to list resources within a Terraform state file, whatever is present. So, and in addition to that, Terraform state show, this command is used to show the attributes of a single resource in the Terraform state. So let's see what does that mean, okay, in a step-by-step manner. So let me say Terraform state and then list, okay. So this is going to provide the list of resources present in my Terraform state file, okay. So you can see one is data.aws AMI Amazon Linux for getting the AMI ID, latest AMI ID, and also it created a resource AWS instance.myec2vm and AWS security group.vpc ssh and then vpc web. So these are the resources present in my state file. All those things directly you can get using Terraform state list. So this Terraform state command will query your terraform.tf state file and then provide the information for us, okay. So it is querying this tf state file and then getting the information. So the next thing is show the attributes of a single resource, okay. So you can say Terraform state show and then provide the resource, okay. So this resource, let's copy this resource and then provide the resource name here, okay. It will provide the attributes of that respective resource. So let's wait for it to print the resources. See, whatever is there for that respective resource, the entire resource information is printed here. All the attributes of that resource is printed here, okay. So let me say Terraform state list and then we can also print for AWS instance.myec2vm, okay. So the command timing is taking a little bit of time because it need to contact the S3 where inside the S3 bucket the terraform.tf state file is there. So it will go there and then get the information, okay. Terraform state show and then we'll also see the EC2 instance related information. So like this we can see the information of each resource from the state file separately if you want. So why this state command is helpful, okay. So currently you have only 4 resources, so obviously you can go ahead and then browse your state file directly and then download and then review and then find it. But if you have 500 resources you are managing, okay, so at that point of time these commands will be very much helpful for us, okay. Terraform state list and then state show. So when we are managing the huge infrastructure, these are going to help us, okay. So when we see with small infrastructure 4 or 5 resources, we will feel like, hey, what is there, I can go to terraform.tf state file and then look into it. But we need to think in the broader perspective, in a broader way, so that we'll understand that the importance of these commands are when we are managing the huge amount of infrastructures, okay. So now let's clear this and move on to the next step, okay. So we have completed Terraform state list and then show commands. Now we are going to move on to the Terraform state move command, mv command, okay. So this comes under Terraform moving resources, okay. So this command will move an item matched by the address given to the destination address, okay. This command can also move to destination address in a completely different state file also. So in the same state file, or if you want to change it to a different state file, this entire resource, you can do that. Now very important thing is this is a super dangerous command, okay, and very advanced usage command. So these are very important, okay. So most of the time by using this command we should be very careful. So in addition to that, results will be unpredictable if concept is not clear about Terraform state files, mainly desired state and then current state, okay. So always I am referring the desired state and then current state everywhere if you see. So desired state is your current configuration files, Terraform configuration files, and current state is your real infrastructure, okay. So now try this in production environments only when everything worked well in lower environment. So these are things I have added for you because this is really a dangerous command which messes up many things, okay. So now first list the resources and you can say Terraform state mv move and then use the dry run option to dry run the AWS underscore instance dot myec2 VM, change it to AWS instance dot myec2 VM new. So what are you doing? You are moving your resource name from this to this, okay, which means your local name of your respective resource has been changed from myec2 VM to myec2 VM new. That's all, nothing other than that. You are not doing anything here, okay. So let's try this directly, okay. So we'll say Terraform state and then list. It will list the resources for us, and then we'll move on, and then Terraform state mv, move the name of this resource, okay, in my state file, okay. I can copy it and add -new. So let's type enter and then see what happens, okay. So acquiring the state lock, this might take, and then moving the resource from this name to this name, successfully moved one object and then released the state lock, okay. So now if you say Terraform state list, let's see what it shows, okay, right. So it should show myec2 VM new instead of myec2 VM. So you move this entire resource name to a different one. Local resource name has been changed for this, okay. So when you are managing the huge amount of infrastructure, there will be a need for you to rename your resource names, okay, in your local state files also. At that point of time, you can use this mv command to do all these things, okay. Now it should create a backup file. So now let's go here and then see what happened, okay. In terraform.tf state file, you have enabled the versioning, right. So it has created a new file here, okay. Exactly now, whenever you have done this, it created a new tf state file. So why? Because you have renamed the thing. So obviously in the change happened or write happened to the terraform.tf state file. So it has given the new terraform.tf state file. But when you have the local, means like when you are dealing this in your local instead of a remote state storage, the file name looks like this. When you do it in your local, means like without the backends concept, you are using only the Terraform in a local environment, name looks like this, the backup file. But here what happened is we have enabled in our backup in our backend the versioning, right. So it has created a new version of it, that's all, okay. So that's about it. And let's go here, and it renamed this one. We have seen this, okay. Now run a Terraform plan and observe what happens, okay. So let's run it and then see what it will show for us, okay. Terraform plan. We'll understand more detail here, and then it will be more and more interesting what we are going to see, because these are the internals of the things we need to know when we are dealing with all these things, okay. So let's wait for this output to come. See what it is saying is interesting. Now you just changed the local name of your resource, okay. You really didn't touch any of your desired state configuration files or real infrastructure, okay. But what it is saying here, it is saying that your see my whatever I have in my real infrastructure, okay. In my real infrastructure is this one, okay, and this one is the one which is currently present. So what it is saying is like, as per my configuration, means like as per my desired state, this need to be created, and it is feeling that in the real environment this is present, okay, which need to be deleted, okay. That is the thing it is trying to tell us. But in reality, right, nothing is changed in the real world, or nothing is changed in the configuration other than changed in the state file, okay. Which means there is no changes ideally required, or you really don't need to apply Terraform apply, but you should make the decisions here, okay. So let's go here, right, and understand this little better, okay. Where is it? So now, wrong approach of moving Terraform plan and apply after above change. So automatically you have seen that Terraform plan is showing something. So some changes, it need to create what is present in the desired state, and it need to remove what is present in the current state, okay. And immediately if you run Terraform plan and then apply, then that's the wrong approach. Don't do that, okay. So you have run the Terraform plan now, don't do the Terraform apply, okay. The right approach is make your decision, okay. So the make your decision is in the C3 EC2 instance.tf. Before means like before before making the state mv2 EC2 new, it is like this. Okay, so now what is your decision here? Okay, so you want to reference all your Terraform configuration files also with the new resource name or not? That is your decision you want to make. Okay, if yes, then go ahead and then make it. Okay, or why did you move this configuration from one name to other? You should have a reason, right? Based on that reason you take the decision. Okay, but for me the important thing is I renamed this on the state file because I also want to rename that in my configuration files also. Okay, so I'll go ahead and then make the changes in my configuration files also. Okay, so let me make this here. So I said that -new. Okay, same will be referenced in outputs, right? So here also -new, and here also -new. So now let's see what happens. Run the Terraform plan and then see. Now desired configuration is same with my state file. Okay, so let's see what happens. Nothing should happen. Okay, no changes, infrastructure is up to date. This means Terraform did not detect any difference between in your configuration and real physical resources that exist. As a result, no actions are needed. Okay, so let's wait for that to complete. See, no changes are there. Okay, that's all. So I changed whatever I have renamed in the state file. I also made the updates in my desired state here with the new, and then with the new here and then here, and then everything is good. Okay, so I want to ensure that everything is in sync. That's the reason I have put that way. Okay, so this completes the step 0502, which is Terraform state, move command, and also state list and then show commands. So in our next lecture we will discuss about the other command, which is rm command. Okay, so I'll see you in the next lecture. Until then, bye bye. Thank you.